actually usually up a little bit earlier than this. Last night was the weirdest night. I'll tell you more about it in a little bit. I think everyone in the household collectively got like 5 hours of sleep. It was just weird. So anyway, I'm honestly proud of myself for getting up here. And honestly, if I weren't filming my morning routine today, I think I would have slept in. But I have kept up. I will say I've kept up my streak of 5 days a week working out for 3 months now, Monday through Friday in the mornings. Some mornings are like this morning where I'm gonna have about 20 minutes, which is still better than none. I think I'm gonna do like a 10-minute core class on the Peloton app, and then a 10-minute like arms. And that's gonna be that. And then maybe as a family, the weather should be nice. Maybe we could go on a walk later today. But anyway, I'm proud of myself for doing it. If you need inspiration. Anyway, let's get this workout done. Get that mood lighting, baby. Yes. Check done. I feel a lot better. And our basement mess, as usual, is tomorrow's problem, or later's, just not today. All right, so it's 6:48 now. I can hear Miss Genevieve's alarm going off. So I'm gonna go get her up, make sure she's up. It's kind of 50-50. Half the time she'll get herself dressed, like get up, and then the other half she is just sleeping and I literally have to wake her up. I have a feeling this will be a night that she is just sleeping hard because again, all of us were up at various times last night. So gonna get that going, get some breakfast going, and get our day really started. And the coffee pot is a-brewing, yay. All right, once a week, Gigi gets to pick whatever she wants for breakfast. And today that I'm filming this is Friday. So it's her day to pick. She picked, drum roll please, remember this treat from the 90s? Toaster strudels. So we're gonna do that. I'll balance it out with some fruit, maybe some, I don't know, maybe some cottage cheese. If you are new here, by the way, my name's Jessica. I'm so glad you clicked on this video. I have 2 little girls aged 6 and almost 3. And my husband, Tyler. I do videos, vloggy style videos, sometimes some beauty, makeup videos sprinkled in there because that's what I originally always talked about. Coffee's done. But all that to say, I hope that you subscribe and stick around. I've got lots more content like this coming very soon. I have quite an extensive coffee mug collection. We also love Disney, so I might use this little Disney cruise mug this morning. So cute. So Tyler is actually at the gym today. While I've been doing my morning workouts here, he's been going to the gym because he swims as well. He's training for a triathlon or 2 this year. He's done them in the past. He really enjoys them because he loves to bike, he loves to swim, and he loves to run. So it's kind of one of those things that is truly tailor-made for Tyler. Tailor-made for Taylor. Anyway, I'm too tired to be doing this early. Any of you guys tired too? So he'll be back here shortly. He got a later start though. Usually he's back a little bit earlier, but I think he didn't get there until way later than he's like ever gotten there. So, all right, cheers. And we are watching like, how much time do we have? Like 10 minutes of Bluey. Gigi, you got 12 minutes, my love. Oh my gosh, if you have a bottom freezer, I used to always want a fridge for years that had a freezer on the bottom instead of on the side. I have never missed a side-by-side fridge and freezer so much in my life. Everything, don't even get me started. And the door always gets stuck. Maybe it's just our thing in particular, but I feel like the design of it was not wildly well thought out. Anyway, it's just me. I think it's a grass is always greener thing, because some of you guys watching, if you have the side-by-side, you're probably like, oh, like me, I wanted this. Now I'm like, oh man, I want the other one. Okay, so spinach, first ingredient. And then fruit, this we get at Costco, but whatever fruit you fancy. This one is almost gone, so I'm just gonna make it work. I think all the strawberries are gone. It's all mango, which, listen, I love mango so much too. So, and then banana. I sometimes will leave this out just because I'm in a rush or we don't have it, and it still is really delicious. But I like to put a little bit of plain non-fat Greek yogurt, or you could do whole fat Greek yogurt, whatever you like. Plain works well because then you're not adding any more sugar, but the taste comes from having like vanilla protein powder that I'm gonna put in it. So if you don't have that or you don't want to use protein powder, I feel like a vanilla flavored yogurt then would be a good option to kind of give it that sweeter taste. And then, like I said, collagen. Most of the stuff we get at Costco. Now this is almost gone. I'm honestly gonna literally dump what's left in there. Transparent Labs is where we've been, or the brand we've been getting for protein powder. We really like it. It's pretty clean, or at least it seems to be to the untrained eye, okay? You know, we've done as much research as we have. Hopefully that's enough. And then whatever milk you like. So I'm gonna put almond milk in it. That's pretty much it. Other times I'll just do like a chocolate protein shake, but in the NutriBullet, and I'll put in a banana and some greens or whatever. I just buy this bag of kale at the store and like in the produce section and just freeze it as it is. It works so well. It doesn't stick together or anything. Anyway, so that is what is in the smoothie. Let's blend it up. Okay, we've got like 5 minutes to bus stop, so I've got to get this moving. And again, I want to reiterate, if you've never made one of these, you cannot taste any of the greens, like at all. It tastes like a fruit smoothie, but you're getting the benefit of all that kale. So good. I wish you guys could taste it. Okie doke. Got her water, book bag. Got the last night's like papers out of there. She's gonna do a school lunch today. She kind of picks a couple days a week that she wants to do that. She wants to do school lunch every day. I'm like, girl. Anyway, so school lunch today, which makes my morning a little easier. So that worked out. Ready to go. This is our handsome boy, Pinocchio. Pinocchio, you're gonna be 10 this summer, bud. I see that tail back there. I see that. Yeah? The sweetest boy. My little companion. Okay, I have to show. Genevieve lost a tooth last night, which is part of last night's drama. So she set up an entire playscape with arrows for the tooth fairy to come in. She's got her tooth in this little tooth brigade stuffy. There's a book. It's so cute if you've never heard of it. Anyway, so she would come in from the window, see the tooth in there, and then she could see the note Genevieve made for her and then follow the arrows. The tooth fairy did leave her a note back, of course. But there's an area she could rest. This is Genevieve's words. She could read some books here. She could go over here and play in this little house. Another area she could rest. And then, I mean, Genevieve's bedding's now not on the bed because she brings it downstairs with her every morning. But anyway, and then Genevieve would be right there for her to see. And there was even, I think, stuff down there. So it was just so cute. I had to show you guys because it was so, so detailed. All right, reporting for bus duty. Got my coffee. Basically just still in my workout outfit with a hoodie thrown over and then a coat. It's still dark now, of course, with daylight savings time. I'm like, man, it was so nice. It was getting so bright in the mornings and now it is so dark again, but I know it's worth it for that extra time. I just wish we could just be done with daylight savings. Like, just leave it be. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts? Let me know. Okay, I know this shot is really sketchy, but look at that full moon. No wonder everyone was up last night. I fast forwarded in time, but we are gonna go back in a few minutes. You'll see me actually get ready. In this outfit, I'll talk about what I'm wearing. If you're curious, makeup, we'll do all that and chat. But I did wanna thank Thrive Market for being the sponsor of today's video. I have been using Thrive Market as a paid customer for at least 5 years, a very long time. And I realized how much of what I eat every single week I discovered from Thrive Market and that I buy from Thrive Market. And it's funny, anytime I discover something I love and I share it with someone in my own life, they're like, where do you get it? I'm like, Thrive Market. I mean, that's where I get it. And I always save so much money on organic food. You could be looking for gluten-free, keto, paleo, non-GMO, any way of eating. You are able to sort through their huge catalog of products that I've fallen in love with so much from them. So I'm gonna show you what I got this time. A lot of healthier swaps I've discovered for like my daughter's lunches at school, snacks, snack time here, things for me, things for Tyler, things we cook with, pantry staples, you name it. I'm looking up how much I saved on this order, but what I've realized, member since 2020, so it's been about 5 years. We place an order probably about once a month. Yeah, I saved $45.10 on today's order. Amazing. All right, we go through these so quickly. The Harvest Snaps, Kids, Apple. There is one ingredient in these apples. And they both absolutely love them. So I just think that is so perfect. These are in individual bags, so great for school lunches as well. One of my favorite little guiltless sweet treats are these Partake cookies. They're really tiny. They do have a particular taste, but I happen to love and crave this taste. So these are for me. I'll share them with the kids too, but they're also top 9 allergen free, so they're generally really great for schools as well. We love granola, and the Purely Elizabeth brand we've really enjoyed. This is the original, just like recipe #1 flavor, it says. I have a big, I feel like granola has grown on me a lot in my adult life, you know? Big boy of coffee. This is the whole bean French roast. I always say organic coffee, especially whole bean, can be kind of hard to find. And they have a wild selection, which is amazing. Now that I'm thinking about it, I should have thrown on this order. I need some decaf whole bean as well because we'll mix them. I need to add that to my cart. So Simple Mills is one of our favorite brands. I got these Sweet Thins. All of us in the family love these. The kids do too. And then the almond flour baking mix. This is the banana muffin. I think we might make these with the girls and add a little bit of chocolate chips, make mini muffins out of them. Every muffin mix we've made from them has been so good. Quick on-the-go stuff. The Annie's cheddar bunnies in little bags, amazing. We always have those on rotation. Me and Tyler love these, the Noka superfood smoothies. They're literally little pouches, but for grown-ups. I mean, the kids I think could have them too, but you know. They're really tasty. I love that most of their wrapping stuff, I can just recycle this right away. Like, incredible. Yes, okay. I'm gonna be so excited about these last few things. All right, I got some new to me, I think new flavors in general. Poppy sodas. These are those prebiotic sodas. So I got wild berry and cherry cola. I have not seen these flavors. Have you guys? So I am so excited to try those. I am a big fan of the orange. Orange I feel like is what I go to. Oh, and the, is it like the strawberry? I can never remember, like the raspberry rose. That one I really like. I was also recently talking about how I wanted a healthier teriyaki, and this is from Naked and Saucy. It's their teriyaki sauce. 84% less sodium. Not very many ingredients, all things I know what they are. So very excited to give that a try and see. I feel like we use teriyaki sauce a lot, like a weird amount. Probably more than most. And then I also got the Aunt Fanny's all-purpose cleaner. I've heard really good things about this brand. We were just running out of our cleaner that we basically just use on everything, like in the kitchen, that we just keep under the sink. So this is gonna be up on deck next. It's in the scent, I almost said the shade, makeup. It's the bright lemon scent. I'm gonna pop open these bad boys real fast because I just wanna. Okay, yeah. These are really tiny, but there's something about the crunch and the flavor I love. Tyler does not love them as much as I do, which is great because then they're all for me. They kind of remind me of Cookie Crisp, but better. I mean, like definitely better. So if you've heard me talking about Thrive Market for years now and you are finally wanting to actually give it a try, you can go to thrivemarket.com/jessicabraun. That will get you 30% off your first order, which is amazing, and a free gift worth up to $60. Definitely a great time to check it out. I will have that link for you if at any time during this video you're like, okay, I think I want to do it. I will have that link in the description box and a pinned comment. Thank you so much, Thrive Market, for continuing to sponsor my channel. I so appreciate it. Okay, future me popping in really quickly because I wanted to try one of these. In case you were curious, this is the wild berry one. Yeah, it's really good. I just knew this flavor would be. This one's really good. I can be kind of picky about it, but it's like in my head, it's like blue Kool-Aid. But it's not as sweet as blue Kool-Aid, but you know what I mean. That vibe, a blue Kool-Aid vibe. Just had an amazing shower. I used for the first time, these are still wet, but the Pantene Volume shampoo and conditioner. I just shared that I just got this and something else I'm gonna talk about in a recent drugstore haul video. But this, I am so excited to try. It is this Bond Protein Repair that's apparently really great. I wanna see if it helps detangle because that is my issue. Ooh, the nozzle. First of all, back to the Pantene. This smells incredible. So I'm hoping my hair smells like this. The Garnier one I love so much, the Pure, I'll have to put below which one it is. I can never remember exactly. I love that one and I love the way my hair smells. This one smells really good too, so I'm hoping it lingers. But anyway, the sprayer nozzle on this is nice. I feel like I just missed my hair on that one. Ooh, this smells nice too. Oh my gosh. So we're gonna see. I'm loving the way that feels. It's meant to be a heat protective, repairing kind of thing, but like I said, hopefully it will detangle as well. Only one way to find out. Yeah, doesn't feel too bad. My hair's certainly been tanglier before. Yeah, I mean, that was pretty easy. And I have truly, typically very, very tangly hair. So awesome. I'm excited to keep trying this. This says heat protected up to 450 degrees. What I have been using off and on is this one from Living Proof. And I like it well enough, but I don't feel like it's like the most, it's just not like my favorite. I don't think I would need to buy this again. I don't like the regular nozzle. I'd much prefer something like this that can kind of more thoroughly and easily coat things. So especially when your hand ends up slippery from hair products, this is hard to use. But it's not bad. It's just not my favorite. Anyway, so yay for that. So I am actually watching a video podcast while I do my hair. Just realizing I didn't put in, actually, I've been going back and forth between these two products here, this Living Proof one and this Kerastase. The Living Proof Triple Bond, you're only supposed to use like once a week, and I just used it like 3 days ago. So I'm just gonna use this Kerastase. You can put this in dry hair. I'll usually just get a little bit, not very much, and just kind of run it through my ends. It works really well if you use a tiny amount on dry hair to add shine, but I don't love, I have to be really careful. My hair just gets so oily so quickly. So anyway, okay, now we can brush. So right now, my youngest kiddo is up now and she's having breakfast with Tyler downstairs. Every day of our week looks different. The day you're seeing right now, this is our routine. Most of it for every morning, but the getting ready part looks different each day. So today is the day she's actually going to school. Yeah, she's 2. It's not really school, but you know what I mean. She goes a couple days a week so that I can have full focused work days, which has worked out so well for us. Oh my gosh, it's so nice to have a routine that I feel like it just works really well. So Tyler also has flexible hours. So like on a day like today, I'm trying to get ready. Sometimes I'll do it quicker and earlier, and I might not I'll blow dry my hair, but I might not actually style it. But since he's here for a little bit longer, I'm gonna actually style my hair. But this doesn't always happen. A lot of times I just take the hair, blow dry it, and just stick it in a clip or braid it or stick it in a bun or ponytail, you know. Today, I'm gonna actually use my little waver, the Bondi Boost one. I can put the size below. I don't know the exact millimeters, but I love this one. I've had it for years. It works great. And I feel like it kind of makes my hair look, I have naturally wavy curly-ish hair. It kind of gives the effect of that, more wavy obviously than curly, but it kind of gives that texture and volume. And so I really like this. Anyway, so that's what we're gonna do. And I'm realizing, was I supposed to put this on wet hair? Okay, yeah, use on damp hair before you blow dry, and on dry hair, use them both times, and on dry hair before curling or flat ironing. So I'll just do a little, ooh, it really does smell nice. Get the bottom a little bit. I just love this nozzle, oh my gosh. And I just realized I hadn't turned this on and had it heating up. What is your go-to hairstyle when you're in a rush and you're either you blow dried your hair maybe, or maybe your hair's wet, or you just dry shampooed it? What is that style? For me, lately, it's just been pulling it into a clip, right? But I feel like prior to using hair clips more often, I would always do it in a low, kind of slicked back, nothing crazy, but in a low bun. I still do that a lot too, especially if my hair's dirtier. I feel like I can make it look put together that way, even though I know it's not as clean as I want it to be. So I just stick her in there. I might hold it on a little bit longer. It's so funny because I feel like things like this that'll get up to the temperature you want it to be. This is at 210 Celsius, which is, how much is that Fahrenheit? Anyway, but I feel like no matter what, and I'm sure there's science behind it that one of you guys can explain, or I could just look up, but I'm not gonna do that right now. You know, it'll get up to that temperature, it says it is, but I feel like if I waited another 5 minutes, it's even hotter. And I know in theory, I don't think that would be true with something like this, maybe with a pan when you're cooking, but with something like this, you'd think it's more controlled at that temperature, but I don't know. I don't know if it actually is. Because certainly if I waited 5 more minutes, when I get to the other side, these waves will be even more obvious. You know what I mean? But I feel like all in all, this ends up looking like kind of a cool, textured, volumized look. Can I just say before I start on the next level here, my hair, I don't know if it's the shampoo and conditioner, or if it's this, or if it's the combo, but usually when I do this, my hair can look kind of dry. I feel like my hair looks really silky comparatively to what it usually is. So I'm gonna pay attention as I'm using this, but I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so exciting. I can never quite get my sides even. Look how different this side looks. And I don't know if it's the angle. Oh, it's definitely the angle. So I'd have to go backwards on this side. Well, that's just not gonna happen. So I guess I'm never gonna be able to get them even. But nonetheless, I don't usually just leave it down. I'll usually pull it like in a little some up and some down moment. But I just feel like that looks nice. I'll put it in a pony. But I'm just gonna kind of lock the texture in. Do a little pompadour. Saw those were coming back. I'm not ready for that. I wore a little poof in the front. Oh man, every day of high school I feel like. I don't know that I'm ready to bring that back just yet. Give me time. All right, we've got our outfit on. I can link what I can below. These are my favorite Madewell jeans that I love that are a little bit higher waisted, but they're stretchy and really comfy. And then yeah, I'll link whatever else I can find below. I love my little charm necklace. I think I bought it from Bobble Bar online, but I can't remember. So I'll find where I got it. But anyway, I have shoes on, but these will probably be taken off here momentarily. But just to kind of show you a complete look, if you were interested in one, I don't know. All right, so what's next? Makeup. I've not done makeup yet. Picking a perfume. I've been wearing these two. I would say these three on repeat. I think I'm gonna go for this one. This is the Ariana Grande Vanilla Mod. Smells so good. All right, so we're on some lip balm. Anything I'm using, I'll link below as usual. I feel like that goes without saying, but in case you're new around here, this is the Naturium lip balm that I have been loving so much. Oh my gosh, you guys. Like, if you've not tried it, it's not wildly priced. I mean, I think it's still kind of pricey for a lip balm, but when you compare it to other lip balms out there that are double the price, it's so good. It's gonna last me quite a long time. It's in like really nice glass packaging and smells slightly like vanilla. It's so good. I'm nearly out of my vitamin C serum here. I need to get another one. So days like this, I just went and spent some time with Felicity, my youngest, and then Tyler took her off. So I usually will do bus duty in the mornings, and he will take her on these days, and then we do the opposite basically in the afternoon. I'll pick her up and then he will do bus duty getting the other. So it works out really, really well. He's heading into work, so it works out well in that way too. So I figured I'd get ready over here instead of at my vanity just because the lighting, it is so much better. And I have those makeup lights, which are amazing. That's where I get ready every day. But if I'm filming it, I just feel like it looks so much brighter. Over here, I can see myself better. I mean, I've got my mirror, but you know what I mean. The high is like 75 today, but we just took a moment to charge all of our like things that we would need if our power went out, because the temperature is supposed to drop. I think the high is 75 today. It's going to drop a ton. And so there's a ton of severe storms and tornado chances. So because of that, we are trying to just make sure we're not caught off guard by that. So we have like a thing. We don't have like a generator. I know some people do. We have this small thing that you can plug in and charge, and it holds the charge for a long time. Like, we haven't charged it in probably 7 months, and it was still at like 80% charge, but we're charging it all the way up because it has plugs. I can show a little clip of it. It has plugs for just like regular lamps or whatever. It also has USB, so you could charge your phone or your devices if you needed to. I think it has the capability to be charged via solar as well. So it's got a lot going for it. It was a little bit pricey, but it gives us just that little bit of peace of mind that we would have stuff if we need. And then we also have like little portable lamps, because as we enter spring, we are definitely entering the season of storms. I do live in Tornado Alley, so it's definitely a very real thing. I saw a lot of tornadoes growing up. I feel like a weird amount. And nearby, like there was a lot of destruction. So it's always, for me, a very real possibility. And I don't just assume it couldn't be me, because it absolutely could be. So anyway, not that the power stuff would help us if that happened, but you know what I mean. It's so funny though, when I think about where all of us live, we all have such different things weather-wise to contend with. I remember thinking about that a lot as a kid, like, okay, well, it seems that there's no perfect place to live because everywhere you go, there's some kind of natural disaster that happens commonly, that common enough that it's like an actual concern sometimes. So anyway, enough about all that. This e.l.f. foundation is so good. I just still reach for it all the time. It's so pretty and it still like has some good coverage. It's amazing. I might do another layer on this side. What book are you guys reading right now? I am currently still reading Onyx Storm. In fairness, I did stop reading it. I was like 85% of the way and I stopped because I have a book club book. I need to read the book club book first, so I had to stop and switch to that. But once I'm done with that, I'm going back to Onyx Storm and I'm finishing it. But it's the second book in the fourth wing. I feel like I've talked about it a weird amount, but it seems that people have some strong feelings about it. So I'm kind of curious to see where this goes, where it ends, you know? Well, I guess not the ending of the story, but you know what I mean, where this particular book ends. Just trying to think of what we're gonna make for dinner later tonight too. I think I might do this chickpea recipe. It's like chickpeas. I think it's called Spanish chickpeas. And then you make we make like sunny side up over easy eggs to put on top. But it's so tasty. There's so much flavor. We are a big fan of chickpeas. And they're so good for you with the flavors in that. And it's really, really easy to make. And then when you add that plus the eggs, it's so good. But I'm just now remembering we have a little show we're seeing tonight. We're seeing Beauty and the Beast. My nephew is in it. So we're going to go see that at his little school. And the girls are going to go. We're just going to see how it goes with the 2-year-old. It's kind of more low-key. We've gone to one of the shows, so there were a lot of little kids there. But if all else fails, we can always take her out. But we're excited to see it. I mean, I love Beauty and the Beast, and we're so proud of him and so excited. The sun is fully up now, and it's a little after 9 if you're kind of curious. The time now, some time has passed. Like I said, I went and played with Felicity for a little bit before she left. But we're doing that tonight. We talked about maybe going to a restaurant, but I think that and going to the play with the kids is just a lot. They're going to be tired after school. So, and of course, none of us slept well last night. I have mentioned it no short of like 5 times in this video, I know. I think because of that, I think we're just going to eat at home, save the money too, and then just go to the play. So it's kind of late though. It doesn't start till like 7, which, okay, I know that's not late. I know. But with kids, I'm like, what are we thinking? I don't know. So that being said, we need a quick dinner we can make and eat before we leave. And it's like 30 minutes away. So we need to get a move on tonight. So I think the Spanish chickpeas and eggs will be easy enough. The girls will usually try a dish like this one, like the chickpeas, and then they'll eat the eggs. And then we'll give them, you know, 1 or 2 other things we know they like on the side. So that's kind of how we've been doing it lately. And it works pretty well. Still offering it to them. I think early on with our first, we didn't offer all the different things we were eating enough. I don't know that that contributed to her maybe being a slightly pickier eater, but I don't think it helped. So we've been way better about that, especially with our second and now just with both of them. And I feel like both of them, Felicity's just not really a super picky eater, which is amazing. I feel like it's helped Genevieve as well. So it's been good. I feel like that's what a lot of people, everything I see online, I feel like that's what a lot of people eventually do is just offer what you've got, maybe give them like 1 or 2 things you know they'll eat as well on their plate and go from there. As I always say, my rule of thumb is they won't be 30 and still not eating whatever, insert whatever they don't eat. Definitely in the mood to try some new recipes though. I feel like we're in a little bit of a recipe rut and I love trying new recipes, especially when I can find like easy ones, slow cooker ones, etc. So one that I'm going to make that I wouldn't make normally, but for St. Patrick's Day, which you're seeing this after the fact for sure, but for St. Patrick's Day, I'm going to make corned beef and cabbage with carrots and potatoes all in the crock pot. I've never made it, but my mom has, and I love corned beef. Oh my gosh, corned beef brisket, baby. It is so good. What am I doing? Okay, mascara. So if you have any recipe ideas of some really great, quick and easy weeknight dinners, please let me know. I would love to hear what they are. I like sharing those in my vlogs and stuff all the time when I'm trying them, and some of them are so good and they end up being such a hit. And then of course there are some that I'll find that I'm like, oh my gosh, this was not very good. Corned beef is expensive though. I mean, meat in general can be really expensive, but I found that the corned beef I ended up buying was so pricey. So I'm like, we better eat every last morsel of this meal, you know? I was showing the girls pictures because I was talking about how my nails are kind of like robin's egg blue. And Genevieve was like, what are you saying? Robin's egg blue. And I'm like, oh, well, robins, their eggs are this color blue. And so we pulled up some pictures and she was like, honestly, looking at the pictures, I'm like, it really is so beautiful. Like, what an interesting thing in nature. And it is just so gorgeous, the color. I always grew up thinking robins, like all robins were like bright blue because why would their eggs be blue if they're not, you know? It's just so interesting. I brought some powder over. Just been using this Prisme Libre, like smaller size. Honestly, trying to use it up. I'm nowhere near using it up, but I've just been doing like a little bit of powder where I actually need it. So I'll get some on this little Real Techniques brush, definitely on my under eye. Just tap a little bit there. So much better. Kind of in that area there. And then I'll get a little bit for sure just on the forehead, down the nose, and on the chin. That usually does the trick, at least for long enough. I feel like before I go out tonight, I will end up wanting to touch some of this up, usually my nose and chin. And that's any foundation I'm using. It just kind of is what it is. And then honestly, most days I don't really put anything beyond lip balm on my lips unless I'm going out. I might grab one of my lip glosses. I hope you enjoyed this little morning in my life routine. Like I said, not all my mornings look like this. This is just what it looks like a couple days a week. But I feel like some things are the same. Like the working out, as long as I'm able to, that generally is the same, and the early morning stuff. But then this is the part where like sometimes I've got Felicity and so I'm not necessarily able to get ready right off the bat, or I'm doing it later, you know what I mean? Things like that. So it just looks different. But I hope you enjoyed. If you like this style of video, let me know by giving it a thumbs up. Comment below, what is your morning routine? What is it that are your non-negotiables you do every single morning? I know what I would love to add to my morning routine. You know what I mean? Like there are certain things that I'm like, oh, I wish I could take time to like read the Bible a little bit or journal a bit or whatever. And I probably should be better about working that in. I usually do that in the evening. But yeah, let me know if you'd like to see an evening routine version of this. I could definitely do that in the future. I also wanted to again thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Thrive Market. If you want to check it out for yourself, you can get 30% off your first order and a free gift worth up to $60 by going to thrivemarket.com/jessicabraun. Thank you so much, Thrive Market, of course, for supporting me and my channel in that way and sponsoring today's video. I hope you subscribe. Check out some of my other vlogs and videos. I do chill vlogs like this all of the time here on my channel. I would love to have you subscribe. Check out some of my other videos before you click out, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, friends.